All right. All right. Ugh. That song sounds way better on these headphones. That song sounds way better on the nicer headphones. I mean, you would hope, right? You would hope that the nicer headphones make a difference. I listened to it earlier when I was on a walk, and I was like, you know what? That would make for a good intro song. And it's nice and long. I needed a long intro song. I had to take the plants in. It's gonna be chilly out. It's gonna be chilly out tonight. I had to take some of the plants in so they would be okay. Ugh. Let's see how the tea is this evening. Let's see if the tea tastes good. Indeed it does. I was worried I didn't steep it too long. I don't think I did, but just barely. It's a light flavor. I prefer a little bit more richness in my tea and in my life. But I suppose this is alright. This will have to do. Anyway. Anyway. No. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hello. Hi hi. How's it going? What up, Stone? What up, Faraday? What up, Nebo Pop 12? If you are indeed still here. I don't know, I feel like that's always very unfortunate when people show up during the when I'm still on the starting soon screen. I feel like that's an unfortunate time to enter the stream, unless you happen to really like the song that's playing. Unless that's enough to grab your attention. It's gonna be chilly, so bring a bowl. Why? So you can spark up? So you can get fucking zooted? You won't feel the chill? It's kind of the opposite, actually. When you're cold, you don't. I feel like the zootiness doesn't really hit when you're cold. That was nice. That was one of the nice things about uh going to school in upstate New York. When you would sneak out of the dorm to go get fucking high, dude. I mean, sneak out of the dorm and it was fucking freezing and snowing out. You would smoke up and then you wouldn't really feel anything because you were so cold. Then you'd go back inside and you'd be like, oh shit, I'm actually really hot. It would kind of hit all at once. That's kind of how I'm feeling today. This is pretty accurate to how I'm feeling. Because we're having chili? Oh, why didn't you say so? Albany or Utica? No, Syracuse. Neither. Neither of those. Did I look at Utica? I don't remember. What was the name of the fucking one that I looked? I was just one place that I also up there that I looked at, but I don't remember what they were. Was it Utica? No. Fuck, I can't remember the name of this place. There's like one, it was another school I looked at up there, and we drove through this weird town that was like, We drove through this weird town that was like, I don't know, there was like a siren going off or something, and like the streets were like completely empty. It was very bizarre. It was very liminal. I don't know why. It's one of those random memories I have. Oh, Steam. Okay, I see. Now I get it. I don't know. My brain doesn't work like that. I've tried to explain this to you all before. I've tried to explain this all to you before. My mind doesn't work like that. It doesn't operate. It's not. I don't have a meme-based brain. It doesn't work like that. I try to take everything everybody says very seriously. Unless it's somebody complimenting me. In which case, I just assume that they're lying. In which case, I just assume that they're trying to trick me somehow. I need some rot in my mind. I don't. I really don't actually. That's the opposite of what I need. I try to intentionally avoid that. I'm so random. Why? Because I said what? Liminal's a good word. It's an accurate word to describe the situation that I was in. Okay, you need less rot in your mind. I think. I can't even say word. I can't even say real words. It was just a random thought. Oh. Okay, well then I think my point still stands in that case. If that's what you were responding to, I think my point still stands. I think I stand by what I said then. I do remember. I don't know. I do remember some of the random things that have been said during the opening of the stream. I just remember there was one time I was it was starting soon when I was just playing a song, and there's some Spanish person that came in, and all they said was "ow my ears." I never heard from him again. Don't know what happened to him. He died. He was killed by the song. It was too powerful. When I'm right and you're wrong. Oh, okay. It's just sad. I was gonna say, I don't. I was wondering what was going on with the hands. No, he was talking about the song. I wasn't speaking. Do I have an extremely loud, piercing tone to my voice? That doesn't sound appealing at all. That would. Why would you ever watch the stream if that was the case? I hope that's not true. I mean, if people still watch the stream, even if I had an incredibly loud and annoying voice, I guess that would mean that I'm like really entertaining, I suppose. I don't know, maybe that would be a good thing. You know, it's worth it. Why did you have the song Captain Jack? I know the tune, but I don't know if I know the lyrics. And by I don't know if I know the lyrics, I mean I don't know the lyrics. Loud is funny and quiet is also funny. Oh, okay. So it's just regular volume that's not funny. It's just normal speaking volume that's not funny. I see. These are important lessons that I need to learn. These are very important things that I need to learn if I'm gonna make it. If I'm gonna make it as a VTuber. The song about someone, a 1973 man like Billy Joel consider something of a loser who gets their drugs from a dealer by the name of Captain Jack. Oh, okay. Man, I'm so shot. I'm so tired. I don't know. I really don't know if I'll ever, I may never recover. I don't know. Yesterday's stream it really took a lot out of me. I don't know why exactly. I guess it was more what happened. I guess it was before the stream that I got a lot taken out of me. It wasn't really the stream itself that did it. It's not even been 24. I just mean like in general. I just mean like in general, you know? What did we do last night? Oh yeah, we played Tiny Bullets. That game seems interesting. It's pretty fun so far. I'm liking it. I'm enjoying it. I don't know. I just crapped out. I think it happened already. I just crapped out already. I already lost it. I already lost my thread. I lost the silver thread that connects my soul to my body. My soul is floating away. Across the street was a housing project, and he observed suburban teenagers going into the project, taking heroin from a dealer known as Captain Jack. How did he know his name? He was just looking at him. How did he know his name? Did he like astral project over there? Was he also getting smack from Captain Jack? Captain Jack smack? I don't know. Something about this story is not adding up. I think Mr. Joel there's some stuff he's not telling us. I think there's some stuff Mr. Joel's not telling us here. He's keeping hidden. That reminds you of an anecdote you heard once? What up, Grinner? What would that be? What would that be? I gotta decide what I want to listen to. We're gonna be working more on the headpad emote, which hopefully we'll finish it tonight. I don't know. I really have no idea. We'll see. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna give it my gosh darn best shot. Guy who went to the theater to see Star Wars and was shocked to see his pot dealer Mark Hamill on the big screen. That's pretty funny. Is that wrong? Oh, it was Harrison Ford. Okay. Wrong. He was selling him poppers. It wasn't marijuana, it was poppers. I think I know what we can listen to tonight. Oh yeah, don't get poppers and weed mixed up. That's a very common mistake. Common but brutal. Causes a lot of problems for the people out there. You never want to do that. Oh man, it happened again. Damn. People were people were upset about the song. They said it promotes drug use and masturbation, and I was like, damn right it does. Have you ever masturbated while on drugs? It's awesome. Have you ever masturbated while on drugs? Fucking rules. And then the interviewer high-fived Billy Joel, and they both started jerking each other off, I guess. I'm sorry. That's how that interview ends in my mind. It's my Billy Joel fanfiction that I just wrote. And that interviewer's name? Robert Oppenheimer. Oh, that is sad. Oh, I didn't do the transition. There you go. Yep, we're doing this again, or more of this. I was about to say, I triggered myself with the word transition. I triggered myself. I shouldn't have said that. I think I don't know. This might have to be a. This might have to be This might have to be a find your own fun stream. I don't know if I'm gonna be talking too much. We'll see. Given his age, you'd think he'd be Ryan Goose by now. Maybe this isn't gonna be a find your own fun stream. Maybe this is gonna be an emote only stream. Now that I'm thinking about it more, maybe this is gonna be an emote only stream. That sounds appropriate. That sounds like maybe more what I'm feeling. Can't say you understand the statement. Who are you, me? What are you? Me? I'm feeling very burnt out tonight. Really? You don't know Ryan Gosling at all? Wow. So you've never seen Drive, huh? Didn't he have a new movie that just came out? He's in something. What was it called? Like Project Hail Mary, I think. Yeah. I think my friend liked this movie. I need to watch this. It seems like a lot of people like it. It's got pretty high ratings. Oh, they're gonna launch him into space for real? Wow. Oh, it's directed by the guys who made the Lego movie and 21 Jump Street. Oh, and Into the Spider-Verse. I see. Is that like a... I didn't know about that. Are they marketing the movie by launching things into space? They're gonna blow up the sun for real. That seems like an incredibly huge waste of time and resources. I mean, I guess a lot of things are incredibly... I guess most movies are an incredibly huge waste of time and resources. But that feels egregious. That feels especially bad. I don't know. That's like one of the most depressing things to me. Is like when I think about like how much money and resources get spent on like just absolutely dog shit movies all the time. Like imagine if all those resources were just allocated in different ways. Just instead of making Marvel movies, we just use all that money to like I don't know, improve public infrastructure and like provide healthcare for people, you know? Hey Phineas, what's up? I could definitely use some head pats. I could definitely use some of those. I'm in a constant state of desire, of need for coddling lately. For kind words. Not much is going on. There's not much going on with me either. At least not today. It's a bit of a dreary day out. It's a little cold and raining. It was real hard to get out of bed today. It was real hard to get my day started today. When a solo project sucks ass, it's like it glips into one person's mind in matters of content and execution. When a movie sucks ass, it's a glimpse into so many structural failures. I suppose, though. I mean, it depends on the scale of the movie, I guess, because I feel like a movie can still be a glimpse into one person's mind, you know, depending on the scale of the project. You know, to use maybe a hackneyed example, but something like The Room or like a Neil Breen film is like a very you're getting a very specific slice of some person's brain. But then when like a big like Hollywood movie sucks, it's like there's really I don't know, there's not much to learn from it. It's usually not even it's usually not even like bad in an interesting way. Well, yeah, I'm just elaborating on the point, you know? I'm just elaborating. Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm feeling the gender woes very heavily today and yesterday, I suppose. That and the social woes. I don't know if I really want to get too into it though. Maybe later. A pair of good news. The news eye. Oh, that sounds good. Musician's a big step. Maybe you'll become the next power duo. I have a musician for Starmel now, and that musician's name is Toby Fox. I don't know. I don't know if spacing out the animations like this is a good idea. I really don't remember what this looks like in motion. We're gonna have to redo the entire thing completely over again once I look at it. I don't know. I might just be a downer tonight. I don't know. I'm feeling like kind of a downer. I don't know. I guess we just gotta see what it looks like. I really don't remember. All right, then I think we just copy 6 and it becomes 8. All right, how does this look? Please tell me it looks okay. I think it looks okay. Maybe I'll need to speed it up a little bit. But I think it looks alright. I gotta do the glasses. I don't know, there's probably gonna come a point at some time in my life where I just need to redo all of these emotes. I don't know when that's gonna be. And I have to do, I know what the final animated emote is gonna be. I think it does have to be the melt. It does have to be me melting. I gotta do my glasses too. Virtue of Virtue is dead. I have no idea what that is. That sounds, is that like Killer is dead? Am I gonna do those sides? Am I gonna do what sides? What do you mean? Oh, okay. What the hell is Merlot? Oh, it's another, oh, it's a music website, I guess. I've never heard of this one before. I've never heard of Merlot. Popular tags: electronic, ambient, experimental, ambient electronic, experimental ambient, experimental electronic, dark ambient. Huh. All right. Okay, now we need to do the colors. Now we need to do coloring. How do I do that? Animation folder. There we go. That's how we do that. I've been, I don't know. I guess that's a pretty accurate statement in and of itself. I've been not knowing. I've been not knowing. Who's this cutie pie? I don't recognize this character. I don't know who this is. Can I, like... Does that make sense? No, I don't think I can do what I'm thinking I want to do. Oh, you can do that? I didn't know that you could clip entire folders. That might be what I want to do. That might actually be what I want to do. We'll find out, I suppose. We shall see. I was thinking about it. I guess if I... If I do want to get that 3D model, I have to draw like an actual reference. I do have to draw like an actual like reference image. I gotta put that on the list. I have a list. I keep a list of all the things I need to draw. Do I know the name of Scooby-Doo's brother? I definitely did. I definitely did at some point, but I can't think of what it is right now. It's Doobie Doobie Doo? Oh. I don't know, maybe I didn't know that. I knew he had a brother. What was the little annoying one called? Was that Scrappy Doo? Okay. I was about to say, I know there was another one. I remember him. And I remember in the live action movie, they made him the villain. Or maybe it was the second one. And that really bothered me. I feel like there was also a... Okay, never mind. I don't think I recognize Scooby-Doo's brother. I don't think I recognize Doobie Doobie Doo. He does not... This does not look familiar to me. I think... I don't know. I want to say that there is also, like... Scooby-Dum. I want to say there's also a scene in the movie with Scrappy Doo where Scrappy Doo like pisses on Daphne or something. Or like in front of her or something. I don't know. There's something like that, and for some reason that's stuck in my mind. For some reason that also bothered me. He pisses on her and says puppy power. I don't know. I think that really happens. I can't tell if you're joking or not. I wouldn't doubt that that really happens. I think that really happens. You're not joking? Okay. I was right then. That does really happen. Okay. That does really happen. You know what? I should be using the same. Don't open that one. That was dangerous. That was a dangerous, recently opened. No, I can't open that right now. Hold on. We gotta go to a VRV screen for a second. This image is currently left on things that you're not allowed to see. I gotta do more t-shirts as well. I gotta do more. I gotta do more t-shirts. There we go. I should just be using these colors. These are the real colors. I don't know. I want to say that I'm glad that that's a real memory I have and not just something that was fabricated, but it probably would be better if that was the real, if that was not real. Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen. Then people could just make, like, you know, piss fetish jokes at me. But if that's real, that's probably worse. That's worse for everybody. It's the central cause for him being the main antagonist. I don't remember it being that important. But then again, I don't really remember anything about this movie, to be fair. I mean, I guess I remember one very specific thing about it. But outside of that, I don't really remember anything about it. This is a much more vibrant skin tone. My skin looks very dull in the other emotes now compared to this. Oh yeah, I saw this a while ago. Apparently Jacksepticeye is producing a Bloodborne movie. I'm really not excited about that. I'm really not happy that that's being made. I can't wait to never watch it. Like, there's no way that it turns out good, right? There's like no timeline where that's a good movie. There's like no shot, right? At least the producers likely play. I mean, he said it was his favorite game, but liking a video game a lot doesn't mean that you can make a good movie out of it. They're also making an Elden Ring movie, right? That's also probably going to be awful. I think it was directed by the guy who directed The Green Knight, and The Green Knight kind of sucked. The Green Knight was kind of fucking bad. So oh yeah, and there's like a new Resident Evil movie. See, this is what I'm talking about. I think we should just stop making movies. I don't think we need to be doing this anymore. Yeah, dude, there's gonna be like people in the movie. There's gonna be like people in this movie that are gonna be like acting and like being characters. I don't want that. I don't want to see that. Why would I want to see that? Oh, no, he made Ex Machina Annihilation even worse. Oh no. Oh no. It's the guy who directed Ex Machina and Annihilation. Oh, fuck, dude. I mean, I wasn't gonna watch it anyway, but no, I'm definitely not gonna watch it. Bloodborne movie comes out on par with the AVGN movie. I don't know if that's. I don't know. That does seem a bit harsh. I'll have to take your word for it though, because again, I'm not gonna watch it. So you're gonna have to tell me if that's accurate or not. I'll trust you to not exaggerate. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like video game to movie is like the worst possible adaptation. Because I feel like other adaptations of things, like they add something. I feel like video game to movie, like, takes something away. You know? I feel like, like, book to movie, you're adding visuals, you're adding music, you're like, you're having you're getting someone's interpretation of like how the book would play out, like it's a different thing. It's fundamentally different. It's adding to the experience, or like it's creating a different experience, it's adding things. It's a fundamentally different, I guess that's more what it is. Like when you take a video game and you adapt it to a movie, you're just removing the gameplay basically. You're not really getting a different interpretation of like what it would be. It already has, you know, visuals, it has music, it has a story and characters. And if it doesn't have a story and characters, then it's like probably not a good idea to adapt it into a movie. Like it's not really, I don't know. It just always feels unnecessary. And they're pretty much always bad. Like they're never good. But I don't know, probably because you think of Dead Rising a lot. When will we get Bloodborne Monopoly? When are we gonna get Bloodborne? That's what I want to know. We don't even have Bloodborne anymore. When are we gonna get Bloodborne? I don't want Bloodborne Monopoly. I don't want the movie. I just want Bloodborne the game. When are we gonna get that? Dwarf Fortress animated series, something like that could work because it would be like, I don't know. I feel like something like that could work. Tales, like a Dwarf Fortress anthology series, Tales from the Fortresses. Look, again, I've been over this. I'm not saying these things are impossible. I'm not saying you can never have a good adaptation. I'm just saying it's exceedingly unlikely and usually largely unnecessary. I was actually talking about this with my friends recently. I want to see more book to video game adaptations. I think that's a pretty underutilized thing. I want to see more book to video game adaptations. I want to play a Book of the New Sun game. Or like a Book of the Longs. I want to play a Solar Cycle game. I feel like there's a lot of books and like things. I feel like there's a lot of books, especially like fantasy and science fiction books, where it's like, you know, it would be a nice, you could do it in a an interesting way. Where's my Brothers Karamazov game? My murder mystery investigation Brothers Karamazov game. Been meaning to finally sit down and sink your teeth in the Dwarf Fortress. I've been thinking about going back to it as well. I mean, I was specifically thinking about it recently, like yesterday or something, very recently. I have to like actually commit to like learning the new UI and stuff. Because I never did that. I don't know. Maybe we can do some DF stream soon. I'm not sure. It might be fun. Did you learn $10 mall stall earbuds from 10 years ago have triple the audio quality of a brand new Sony endorsed $75 headphone set? What up, Null? How's it going? $75 for a pair of headphones sounds like exactly the type of price range where I would expect that, to be honest. $75 seems like not... It seems like not so cheap that you don't care about the quality, but not expensive enough that you expect, like, good quality. I mean, obviously you would hope that that wouldn't be the case, but for some reason when you say that, I'm like, that kind of makes sense. It's going poorly? Oh. That's not good. I guess it's going all right over here. I don't know. I think I've kind of evened out. It was going very poorly, but now I think I'm smooth. It's gonna be 20 years old this year. Wow. What color should the hand be? Should I just make it gray? I don't know. That seems weird. I'll just make it flesh color. For some reason, making it flesh color seemed weird to me, but... Sounds like I'm talking from 30 feet away through a bandana gag. There's a joke there. Again, I don't know if I'm sharp enough to make it. I don't know if I'm sharp enough to make it, but there's something there. Defaults to racism? Come on. I don't know if I have... I don't know if I can enter in a hex code like that. I think you've done this before, Stone, and I don't know if I can do that in this program. I don't know if I have... I don't know where I would do that. Okay, there we go. Racism is bad. What up, Yak? How's it going? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. 247. 78. 238. I don't think this is gonna work. Yeah, I'm just seeing. I don't know if the bright fuchsia is really. I don't know if I want this to be the hand color. It doesn't really stand out that much against the purple. I don't know. I'm not sure who this character is. I'm not sure who this bubblegum pink character is that's giving me the head pat, but I don't know if I'm ready to I don't know if I'm ready to introduce them into the lore. I don't know if I'm ready to introduce that character yet. Finishing a pie? A whole pie? Wow. I think I'm just gonna keep it the same, the skin tone of my skin tone color. Try this one? Okay, I'm about to get up for a break. Also, I didn't say it was the only skin color. I didn't say it was the only flesh color. I just said it was flesh colored. Are you trying to say that it's not? Oh, I see. I don't know. I think these might need to be toned down a little bit. I could see this if this was a little. It's a little too intense. But I see what you're going for now. I didn't say something like the only. I didn't say the only skin tone. I'll make it the only skin tone that matters. I didn't say I'll make it the best skin tone, or like. The correct skin tone. I just said I would make it flesh colored, which it is. There are other colors that are also flesh colored. This is one of them. I don't know. I think it's lighter than that. I don't think it's quite as deep of a green as that, if I'm remembering correctly. You got off work early? That's good. I'm doing okay. I'm very tired, but I'm doing alright. I'm quite sleepy, but I'm doing okay. Ugh. Then again, I'm also not one of those people that's like, you know, I like to vary up the colors a little bit. As long as they're like similar. I don't think they need to be the exact same every time. That's another thing. If you're like, you know, if you ever happen to be doing fan art or something like that, you don't have to like stress about the color scheme or anything. Just make it whatever you want. I guess it doesn't even have to be. If you want to do like an alternate color palette, you know, like if you want to do like player 2 Alchemilia, or like, you know, uh something like that, that would be fun. I would like that. Very much stone. Okay, that's good. Oh man, I gotta get up. All right, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna get some water. Maybe something else too. Um, and I'll be right back. You know, my dad likes to drink whiskey, as many dads do. Uh, and he used to drink Jack Daniels. He used to drink Jack Daniels all the time. Uh, until I started drinking, and I was trying to, you know, figure out what I liked. I tried whiskey because he liked it and I liked it, so I was trying to find, you know, I like to explore. That's a recurring theme in my life, I guess. I like to explore. I like to try new things. I like to experiment. So I was trying to find good I was trying to find whiskeys that I liked. And so he found other stuff based on what I was trying. He doesn't drink Jack Daniels anymore. When I was at the wedding, that was all they had. Well, they had Jack Daniels and they had Dewar's. They had Scotch. I don't really like Scotch, so I got the Jack Daniels. It's really bad. It's like gross. I really do not like it. I went up to him and I was like, I don't know how you do this all. I don't know how you used to do this all the time. He was just like, I didn't know any better. I don't know. I hope I don't do that. I try not to. I definitely do. Just falling into habits like that without really exploring different possibilities. I'm trying to explore different possibilities lately. I think it's working out okay. I think I've hit a I think I've hit a bit of a wall though. I think I'm crashing a little hard. I think I need to slow down for a little bit. I think that's mainly just what I need to do. I gotta slow down and reacclimate. I'm very much outside my comfort zone. So I need to wait for it to I need to wait for it to catch up, you know? I'm like right on the edge of the circle. The circle in the battle royale that is my life is closing, and I'm currently taking damage. I need to get back into the safe zone. That's a really dire comparison. I don't really like that I just said that because now I'm sort of building it out more in my head, and it's a very kind of dark comparison to make. If I compare life to a battle royale game, like I feel like I'm drawing a lot of comparisons. I feel like I'm drawing a lot of comparisons, but they're all very negative interpretations. They're all really, it's a dark train of thought. I don't like that. I gotta stop. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That's exactly where it started. And then I was building it out from there in my mind. And it was not good. Oh yeah, and I was also sitting next to my aunt. I was also sitting next to my aunt at dinner. She saw that I was drinking and she was like, "Is that Jack just on the rocks?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she just looks at me, she goes, "Oh shit, you don't mess around." And I was like, "I guess not. I suppose I don't." You know, sounding like it's coming from 30 feet away through the bandana gag is also the preferred production style for a lot of black metal. Now that I think about it, there's a lot of bands out there that kind of aim for that sound. Spent much of today being the only sober one at a party. One of you ordered a mango mermaid mangler. That sounds pretty good. Now, does the drink mangle the mermaid? Were a mermaid to drink it? Does it lead whoever imbibes it to want to mangle a mermaid, or does it contain mangled mermaid? These are all very important questions. If I saw that, I would have a lot of questions. If I were in Ye Old Fantasy Bar, It did contain half a mango. I do love me some mango. That's definitely up there as far as fruits go. Oh, okay. You know, I realized as much as I like to drink, I don't really like being around drunk people. I much prefer to drink alone. Or in the company of the stream, I suppose. Is mostly how it goes down, which then transitions into being alone later. A lot of people get very annoying when they've been drinking. Again, as we've seen on this stream. I don't even really like being around other drunk people when I'm drunk. It harshes my mellow. There we go. Man, I gotta think of that too. I have to think of fantasy. I have to think of fantasy alcohol and fantasy cocktails. It's very important. It's very important to the world building and the lore. Worst cocktail you ever saw was from a Pokemon set? So it was some gimmicky thing? Fruity beer, Hawaiian punch, and mac and cheese in the drink? Or on the side? Hold on. Surely you must mean as a side. Surely I'm interpreting that incorrectly. In the drink. Okay, yeah, that sounds pretty bad. Oh. Oh, I get it. I understand the joke. I'd like to imagine that these are two like crab claws or like gummy snakes. They're two Charlie Nightcrawler arms. Yeah, no, that sounds pretty bad. I was gonna say, I was trying to think. I was trying to think what the worst one I've heard, I've seen. There's no way I can top that. So I guess I do need to. I don't know. We'll just do the color first, and then we'll do this in stages. I don't know. I'm doing this all cockamamie, but it's fine. What do I think of the character's design? I don't know. I'm not sure what I think about it. Although the picture does make me think I definitely should have a shirt that just says bat on it or something like that. I should try to recreate my bat shirt that I'm wearing right now, actually. Or at least get something similar going. That was my idea. That was the bar that I was gonna open in like I'm gonna move to Japan and I'm gonna open a tiny little hole in the wall bar. Cause they have a ton of those over there. It's gonna be a extreme metal themed and it's just gonna be called the Abyss. And we're gonna have dark fantasy themed drinks. We're gonna try to evoke the feeling of this album cover with the aesthetic. I think you did pretty well too. You're getting very practiced at it. You're getting very practiced at it. I don't know. I think we might be entering a series of more subdued streams. That's kind of what I feel like is on the horizon. Also, I keep meaning to keep track of this and be very careful. I was not careful. Yesterday was a full moon. I should have realized. I knew that too, and I was not careful. I should have been extra wary, but I wasn't. And I suffered the consequences. I know exactly. I know that very well. I know that very well. The lunar energies are strong. They have various effects, and I was ill prepared to deal with them. Amazon's return system is now AI managed? That sounds about right. I've never gotten any grief in the past when I needed to return something on Amazon, but who knows? Maybe that's different now. Why do I know that well? Don't worry about that. Wrong stream. Wrong stream to be asking that question. But then again, I guess if you watch the other stream, you wouldn't need to ask that question. Oh, it makes you go through all that bullshit now? Not all of my ooglers are degenerate perverts following me on the other stream. A lot of them are, though. A shocking amount of them are, it seems like. More than I would have expected. I mean, probably. Again, are these normal hands, or are they kind of look like they might be like snakes, or like crab claws or something. It depends. Are they like regular, like five-fingered humanoid hands? Are they hands, I guess? It's really what I'm asking. Okay. Then I would probably say yes. I would probably say yes. Believe it or not, I'm not actually racist. This may come as a surprise to you. You may be shocked to learn, but I'm not actually racist. In fact, some may even say that I prefer races wildly different to my own. You're getting tired of hands in your Grime 2 playthrough? Are there a lot of hands? Are there a lot of hands in that game? You start in the Temple of Hands. Oh. And you're made of hands. Enemies are made of hands. I'm sensing a theme here. I did play some more Silksong today. A very small amount of Silksong. I don't think I was in the right mood. Again, I really like the game's art direction and the world and looking at everything and exploring and that kind of thing. Boy, does it actually piss me off to play it. Boy, does it really sometimes feel like I'm just hammering nails into my penis when I play that game. You gotta be in a very specific mood to really make progress, and I don't think I was in that mood today. I keep playing more Slay the Spire as well. I keep playing more Slay the Spire too. I keep saying to myself, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop and not run through all the Ascensions before they add like the big new content updates. Like I want to see the alternate acts. I want to see like the true final boss. It's gonna be a long time. It's gonna be a long time before those things get added, but I want to be like tackling fresh challenges when I do it. But I just keep playing the game. You are wondering what's up with all the new Metroidvanias having super precise platforming? I think the Metroidvania genre is just too popular now. I think it just sells like I don't know, I think it's become too much of a marketing gimmick. People just do it because they know that it will sell when it's like I don't think you really wanted to make a Metroidvania game. I think you just could have made a different type of game and it probably would have fared better. I don't know. My problems with Silksong are very unique and specific, I guess. Maybe not unique, but they're very specific. Yeah, it's feeling like that. I'll play it with you. I want to see the multiplayer stuff too. Apparently it's good. When? I don't know. At some point. How long did it take? How long did it take for the heart to get added in Slay the Spire 1? I was not nearly into that game as much as I'm into the sequel. I feel like I was a late adopter, and I did not play it as much as I've played the sequel. I don't really know what the timeline was on like things getting added to that game. You use specific time to make sure nobody disturbs us under threat of harm. Are you being disturbed that much? It's not that big of a deal. I don't think you need to. I don't think you need to be harming anybody over it. You have a shit-tastic house, mate? Dude, I tried to make a pie in your favorite teapot. It sounds like you have a stoner house, mate. Oh, is that a real thing that happened? I'm so sorry. That would definitely piss me off. I'm not doubting you. I just thought that you were like, you know, I didn't know you were. I didn't know this was real examples. I thought it was like, you know, just humorous jokes. I wasn't doubting that it was real. I just didn't know that. I didn't know I didn't know that was the context. As long as they're paying their rent. The only times I've ever had roommates, now that I think about it, I guess it's always been a pretty bad experience. I guess it's never really worked out in my favor either. They cook up a storm and you get great meals slash leftovers for a week straight. That sounds nice. I do love cooking. I think if I was like trying to bargain chores with a roommate, I think I'd try to like I would edge for cooking. I would try to be like, let me do a bunch of the cooking. You do this other shit, I'll take care of the cooking. Like if we're trying to dole up the house responsibilities, I'd angle for the cooking. That would be one of my major bargaining chips, I feel like. Laundry, I mean, I don't know. I would do my own laundry. I've done my own laundry for, I guess, most of my life at this point, so. I don't know. Laundry's not a communal activity for me. Laundry is something you do for yourself, I guess. Really? Interesting. I don't know. Now that I think about it, it's kind of weird. I like doing my own laundry, but I don't like doing other people's laundry. I don't really know why. Wouldn't want to find my partner's new lingerie in the wash. I don't know. I don't know. I don't use cash. I don't use physical cash. I cannot remember the last time I found loose change anywhere. So I don't know if that would be worth it. What time is it? I have absolutely no idea time. Okay, it's 11 o'clock. All right. I don't know. I kind of like for some reason I just completely have lost track of how long is this? Okay. I was like, all right. Man, I had this piggy. I still have it. It doesn't work anymore. I guess I probably just need to replace the batteries. But it's like a little bank thing that you slot. There's a little slot at the top that you put the coins in, and it has a little digital display that keeps track of how much money is in it. And I had it for so long, and I remember setting a goal for myself when I got it. I was like, I'm not going to cash this in until it's full. I'm not going to cash this thing in until it's full. Little did I know, it's fucking huge. It took me years. I had this thing since I was a little kid. It took me years and years to fill that fucker up with change. I think when I finally went to go exchange it, it was like, I think it was like, I don't think it was $300, but I think it was close to $300 in change. It was over 200 for sure. It was a huge windfall that day when I finally cashed it in. That was a major event in my life. Okay, first of all, I was a young child. Also, second of all, this was just me saving literally loose change. This didn't happen yesterday. This happened like a long time ago. Your point stands? I don't know what the point. I don't know what your point is. I don't know what your point is. Also, I don't really know what I spent it on. I'm not the type of person who like gets a bunch of money and then like spends it on something. I don't know if I could really say I spent it on anything in particular. I just then had a bunch of money that I could fritter away at my leisure. Been dog sitting since your preteens? I have been afraid of dogs since I was a child. I still don't like dogs. That was not something that I could have done. What the actual fuck is wrong with me to not like dogs? I was attacked by one when I was a kid. That's what's wrong with me, I guess, is I was attacked by a dog. So I'm very scared of them. I mean, I guess maybe like I don't know, maybe dislike is the incorrect word. I'm like okay around them, but they do make me uncomfortable. I do not like being around dogs to this day. I would prefer not to be. Ah, I don't know. I think I would be okay with having a dog, but I wouldn't ever get one of my own volition. It wouldn't be my first choice. It's a long album. How long is this? It's almost an hour. I don't know. I think we can get to 3 hours tonight. I think we can make it. I'm feeling like there might be a second wind coming on. I feel like I might be able to pull. I feel like I might be able to pull out a second win. I don't know though. We'll see. All right. I think that's all. I think that's all the color. Wait. I see a single stray pixel. I see a single tiny pixel. And I guess that too. I didn't see that, but then I did see it. Never mind. I see a few stray pixels. Hold on. We gotta do a little pixel hunt here. I have the glasses layer at the top. I guess it just defaults to the top layer. That's the highest layer, so I guess that's just what it defaults to. I did not realize that. All right. Does this look okay? I think it looks okay. The one frame, the glasses jump scare. The one frame of glasses. Am I? I don't know. I was about to say, I'm like, am I wearing glasses in the other emotes? I thought for a second maybe I like forgot to do that. I don't know why. I guess they're kind of thin. I don't know. I don't know. I do feel like I need to redo the emotes. I don't know. I feel like I need to redo everything. I need to redo everything about my life. No, that's not true. That was just me being silly. Holy shit. I'm seeing double. 4 Elks. Also one of my favorite, also one of my favorite Simpsons jokes. That one's just so good. Another very, very, very quick but very, very good joke. Oh my god, I'm seeing double. 4 homers. I don't actually know who it is that he sees. Fuck Boston. Get pwned, Petrichor. What up, Seamus? Is this a... Is this a sports thing? I'm guessing this is a sports thing. Is this a sports thing? Krusty's. Okay, I was about to say, I can't remember which character it was. I can't remember which character it was. I got cornered by somebody at the wedding who was trying to talk sports to me, and I was like, you are talking to the wrong bitch right now. You are talking to the wrong person right now. I guess that would probably be, I don't know, that might be one of the advantages. That might be one of the advantages to coming out in my flesh life. It doesn't happen that often, but people would no longer assume that I care about sports. People would no longer just automatically assume that I give a shit about sports, which would be nice. It doesn't happen that often, but when it does happen, it's a real dire situation for me. Is that is that not what my stream title is in reference to? No. That's not what my stream title is in reference to, no. My stream title is kind of in reference to nothing. Most of the art stream titles are kind of just whatever I can think of in the moment. They're not really in reference to anything. They're either that or song lyrics sometimes. I should go back to that. They're kind of never really in reference to anything in particular. It depends on the state. Damn. I don't know. I guess now that I think about it, the situation where I'm openly a woman in my day-to-day flesh life, and there's a random person talking to me about something is like, it's so remote. It's like maybe not even worth thinking about right now. It's such a distant, nebulous possibility that it's maybe not even worth speculating right now about what that would be like. I have the air of a bigot, pretentious Boston sports fan. Is that a type of person? Is that a type of person? I did not know that. Is that like an archetype? I wasn't aware. You're not a fan of me propping up this old-fashioned gender role of girls not being in the sport. How? By being a girl who's not in the sports? Is that how I'm propping it? Is that how I'm propping up the gender role? I don't know if there's anything I can do about that. That is Winnipeg. There is a sport. I see it. It's not currently being played, but there's a sports arena. Blue Cross Park. Blue Cross Blue Shield. I aspire to a humble trad wife life. I don't know if that's what I aspire to, but it would be nice. I don't know, does that count as aspiring? I was about to say, I don't know if I aspire to it, but if the opportunity presented itself, I don't know if I would turn it down. But maybe that is aspiring, I don't know. I feel like when you're aspiring to something, you're like putting in active effort to achieve that goal. I don't know if I'm putting in active effort to achieve that goal. I don't know if that's my number one. I don't know if that's like the number one outcome that I'm aiming for. I'm not opposed to it, but I wouldn't be like against it. I sound snotty slash congested right now. Maybe. I kind of feel that way. I've noticed there's certain areas of my body where stress accumulates, and like depression and things like that. Like when when it gets bad enough that it has a physical effect on me, there's certain areas that it accumulates. The sinuses are definitely one of them. When I'm like especially stressed out or like depressed or like worn thin, it causes sinus problems. So that might be true. I did wake up today with a pretty bad sinus headache. I did wake up today with a headache located primarily in the sinuses, so I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt that that's happening. Active effort in the dating pool. I guess that feels more like passive effort, though. I don't know. I feel like I'm very passively in the dating pool. I feel like I take kind of more of a. I'm like, I'm not in the dating pool, I'm in the dating lazy river. I'm in my little floaty and I'm just kind of coasting along, I guess. That's more what it feels like. I'm not depressed or stressed. I'm your bestie. I mean, again, I think I can be both. I think I can be both. They're not mutually exclusive. I'm using the depression tone. Am I? Is this what that sounds like? Can you hear it in my voice? You forbid it? You forbid what? Me being in the dating pool? Why? Why do you forbid that? I was about to say, I promise I'll be okay, but I don't know if I actually can promise that. I actually don't know if I'll be okay. I'm not sure it's a good idea. I don't know. Why wouldn't you? I don't know. That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking you. I don't know. I don't know what your reasoning behind any of this is. I just don't know. I mean, really, there's really only one reason I can think of why somebody wouldn't want me in the dating pool, but I'm not gonna like, I can't like say that. I would hate to imply that, so I'm not going to. I guess maybe there's two reasons, but because it's gross and unpleasant and everyone hates it as a concept. I mean, I could see that. We've had mixed, mostly positive results so far. What does that mean? Who's we? What is that supposed to mean? Do we have a joint dating pool account? Is that how it works? I guess maybe. I don't know. Is that how it works? I'm not sure. Stop talking about the second Discord. Stop bringing up the second Discord. It's not real. It can't hurt me. It's not real and it can't hurt me. Anyway, it's time for a break. In case you couldn't tell, based on the screen, we're a little bit overdue for a break. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna stretch. I'm gonna maybe come back. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I will return in a few minutes. Alright, hold on. My headphone wire got tangled in the wheel of this chair in the most convoluted way I think I've ever seen. I actually don't understand what's happening right now. I'm actually not really sure what the situation is. They seem to have fused into one. Oh, hold on. Wait, did that do it? Okay, hold on. I got it. I think I got it. Okay, never mind. There we go. Alright, crisis averted. We're free. Still don't really understand what was going on. I still don't really understand what the situation is, but I think we're okay. Again, possibly a phrase that could apply to my entire life. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what the situation is, but I think we'll be okay. Ugh. I don't know. Again, I've kind of made it my brand to be like very open and honest. and like revealing about myself. I don't know. I don't know if I really like talking about my dating status too much on the stream. It feels a bit odd. It feels a bit strange. I'm not used to it. I'm not really used to it. I guess I am that kind of person, but I don't know. It's weird. It's a strange feeling. I'm not really sure what I want to listen to right now. I don't know. I think I can keep going for a little longer, but you're headed off? Okay. See you later, Noel. Is there something I need to check? Ugh. I hope you enjoyed the stream thus far. I'm fading. I'm fading quickly. I need to course correct. Oh, I think I know what I want to listen to, actually. I think I know what I want. What do I still need to do? Alright, I gotta do the glasses. I gotta do the glasses. And I have to make sure that I have the correct color. How thick are the... Oh man, this is probably gonna look weird. I don't know. I mean, I guess probably the entire animation's gonna look weird, but... I guess probably the entire animation's gonna look weird, but... You know, what can you do? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I tilted the glasses the wrong way. I'm so stupid. Okay, there we go. I'm so silly. I don't know. I don't know. I'm psyched out now. I might have to, I don't know. I don't know. I'll do the glasses at least. I might not finish the emote again. I might not finish the emote again. I might not finish it again. Oh, I have to like shit. Okay, this is what I was worried about. They're not in the neutral position anymore, so I gotta like... That's not that bad. Okay. Okay, I think I got it. See, that doesn't look quite right. Because now it's like the nose has moved. So it like doesn't quite... I don't know. What if we just keep it in the same... I don't know. We'll have to see how this looks. Oh, I did this on the wrong layer. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, well, I fucked it all up. I've completely fucked it. I think? I don't know. I don't know what I did. I actually don't know what I did. Nah, it looks okay. It looks okay. It looks okay. It looks okay. I don't like this picture. There's something about it that's off to me. There's something about it that doesn't look right. It looks fake. It looks staged. There's something about it that looks wrong. It just looks like that? Alright. I don't know. I really don't think I can keep going. I really don't know if I want to keep streaming. I think I might have to call it early. I think I might have to stop. I think I might have to, I don't know. I think I have to call it. I really don't think I can keep going. I hope, I think the emote's looking good. I hope it's looking alright. I think it is. I'm queuing up the end screen music because I don't know. I think I just have to, I think I gotta bail. I gotta pull the eject cord on this one. Oh, that does look weird. I don't know. It looks weird. It's a weird looking fox. I don't know. I don't know what I need to do. I'm not sure. This isn't a that's not a real picture. That's like a clay diorama or something. That's not a real picture of an actual fox. I refuse to believe that. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what it is I need to do. I really don't just don't know anything. I really just don't know anything. I don't know. I feel like it might I feel like it might be necessary for me to take like an extended hiatus. I don't know, or at least like an indefinite hiatus. I don't think it would last very long, but I feel like I need to take like a fucking break. I don't know. I don't know if it would help, but I feel like I might. I don't know. I really I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know. I want this stream to be like a nice, fun place for people to hang out. I want it to be like a nice, relaxing, enjoyable place for people to hang out. I want it to be a good time over here, you know? But I don't know. I feel like I'm not I can't provide that lately. I feel like I can't provide the type of stream that I would like to lately. I feel like I can't provide anything, honestly, to anybody lately, but I don't know. I feel like I can't provide much of anything in any regard. I feel like I've burned myself down to the nub. I feel like I've burned myself down to the very bottom, and for what I don't know. And to what end? I'm not sure. I don't know. Anyway, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you all had a good time. I hope you all enjoyed. I don't know. I feel like there might be some personal things I need to take care of. There might be some I might need to tackle some internal stuff for my own sanity. For my own continued existence. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. I hope you all had a good time. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll be playing more video game. This emote's never gonna get done. Nothing's ever gonna get done. Anyway, I guess I'll see y'all later. Peace.